We are live. What's going on,
Live.
everybody? Hardwood Hardheads back with this episode 4, right? That's what I put in the description.
Episode 4. I believe it's episode. Yeah, because we missed the.
Yes. We
Yeah.
missed a couple episodes. Pardon me, bad planning on my end.
And my part too. We a team. We shared it. We bear burdens.
But we keeping
Together.
it 100. I had a comic book convention this past weekend. I didn't plan out my time and my days right. And so we missed the recap after game 3.
Yep, we did.
But that's all we missed. I guess that's all we missed.
That's
And now
all we missed.
we back with the recap for, I
No,
guess.
we missed the recap after game 4. No,
after 3.
Oh,
We just watched 4. And today will be.
This is the recap of 4.
This is the recap of 4. Yeah.
This is really us coming to y'all, Ro and Jeremiah, on June 17th, 2024.
Yeah.
16 years to the day.
It's perfect.
16 years to the day. The area code in Boston is 617.
Oh, okay.
Did you know that 3 players since the last championship, the Celtics legends, have passed away? Bill Russell, number 6. Who else was it?
Bill Walton?
Nope.
Because he just passed too, right? But you wasn't talking about him.
No, I'm not talking about him.
I'm sorry, everyone, that this was not.
I should have done this. This is on me. I could
have
had
us prepared beforehand.
John Havlicek, number 17. Okay. And I think it's Sam Jones, number 24.
Okay.
6, 17, 24.
Dang.
Area code 617. 16 years ago to the day when Paul Pierce, the Truth, and the Big Ticket, and Ray Allen, and Rajon Rondo, and Sam Cassell, Kendrick Perkins, Leon Poe, Glenn Big Baby Davis, and Brian the White Mamba Scalabrine beat Kobe Bryant and the LA Lakers by 39 points to win the championship. The 17th banner was hung. 16 years later, to the day, we hang a banner tonight.
Okay, so that's all great. That's great. I'm in agreement. I think that's going to happen.
We can stop the show, bro. We don't got nothing else to say.
We could. I would like to hear your thoughts, your feelings after. I know you want to gloss over game 4, and I get it. I understand. But I would love to hear your thoughts and your feelings coming out of game 4.
Okay, let me. I'm sharing this link with the Facebook world, so that way they can join in here with us.
Yeah, we usually do a better job of letting people know we about to go live, but
we're
gonna get right. We're gonna get right.
We're human.
Yeah,
we're human.
I really feel like you should be able to talk and do that at the same time, to be honest with you. But that's neither here nor there.
Okay, so to everybody that will watch this at some point, and to you, I didn't graduate high school, bro. Multitasking is not a thing that I learned.
You didn't graduate high school? That's a story for another day. Okay, we can come back to that.
Yeah, bro. I have an 8th grade education.
Sheesh.
Anyway,
things are making sense now.
You get what I'm saying, bro? You've known me for how many years? Okay.
Yeah, things are making sense.
Our whole friendship now has a whole different frame on it.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. The pieces are coming together.
Yes. Okay. So I'm not gonna hold you. Game started. I'm celebrating, bro. We had, family. We had a little date night. Went out with friends. Went to this little restaurant. We picked a tavern in Alpharetta. I'm not gonna shout out the tavern because they didn't pay us. So we picked a tavern in Alpharetta. We're like, cool, it's a tavern. We finna go to the tavern because sports. Tavern, sports.
Easy.
I'm wearing the zingy. Know what I mean? The Chris Dapps, you feel me? Number 8. I'm feeling it in the finals jersey. I'm ready to go. Whitney got my Paul Pierce jersey on because she's supporting the husband.
That's love.
We walk in, bro. It was not the type of tavern we thought it was.
Oh no. So that's okay. So this is a bad sign. This is not starting off good at all.
Listen, it was an Anglo-Saxon tavern. It's Alpharetta, we figured, but it was like we just got back from the golf course and we wearing boat shoes. Anglo-Saxon tavern.
All right.
They was looking at us like, "Why are y'all here?" Taco Max down the street. But we there, and I'm not finna let them make me uncomfortable. True. So we sat down. I should have left in hindsight, but I didn't. And so we eating the food. They bring out my wings. I ordered honey barbecue. Whatever, bro.
This is nasty work right here. I don't even know what we talking about. Mr. Quick, what we doing, bro? What we doing? Thank you for tuning in.
First off, y'all in Cabo. I can't believe that y'all even have Wi-Fi strong enough in Cabo to get on the live, but we appreciate you. Subscribe while you at it.
For sure.
Anyway, and share it to people that aren't Lakers fans. So then they bring out, I ordered honey barbecue wings, extra crispy. They bring out my wings. They were buffalo. All right, it's cool. Hey, bro, do me a favor. Just take these, put them in the barbecue sauce. We good. You don't want me to remake? Nah, bro, just add the barbecue on and we good.
On to the buffalo? Okay.
Yeah, you know, just you know what I mean?
Okay.
It's cool. It'd be like hot buffalo or hot barbecue.
Gotcha.
What I didn't realize was the honey barbecue was also spicy. So I had the buffalo, I had the everything. It was all spicy.
This is nasty work right here.
Why the jersey so drunk? Because I'm a big dude, bro. Chill. I'm a big dude. Okay?
Nasty work.
He's just mad because they don't make jerseys that can fit him.
Goodness. Oh, is this who I think it is?
Yeah. We know who this is.
That's crazy.
We know exactly who this is.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you know where basketball teams go when they get kicked from the playoffs is Cancun. The Cowboys go to Galveston. I
didn't know that this particular guest was a Cowboys fan.
Apparently.
I had no idea.
I didn't know they made Cowboys fans from Poughkeepsie, New York.
Oh, don't do the Poughkeepsie.
I'm tired of it. Anyway, so my wings were too hot, bro. Yeah. Scratch number 2. Really scratch number 3.
Yeah.
But I'm like, it's all right. We finna tip off. Yeah. Tip off. JT go down. Wet. First shot from 3. Oh, it's finna be a day. Right? Luka come out 7 real quick. It's all right. That's Luka. We're not worried about him. He been getting buckets. We're not worried about Luka.
Yep.
About 3 minutes into that second quarter, I was like, oh, these niggas gave up the ball. Boy, we finna do. We just wave the glove. We done. I could have went and saw Bad Boys on Friday like the plan was and not worried about it. I had homies texting me all day talking about some congratulations on the sweep, my boy. All that type of deal. None of it was true.
None of it was true. You know what's interesting about your story? I actually we went to Buffalo Wild Wings and we had a terrible experience at Buffalo Wild Wings. And just like you're saying, walking in, like you knew it was like, whoa, this is not feeling right. Walking in, and I didn't really think about it, but I was there with a Boston fan. And when the game started, oh my God, I was with Javon. And Dallas goes up.
This is in North Carolina.
Huh? We was in Charlotte. Yeah. Okay. Javon is a fellow comic book creator. So we was watching the game together. Okay. Javon lives in Connecticut, so he's a big Boston fan. So he says, he was like, look, it's over. Like the game is like, we're not playing well. We're not gonna come back from this. And I'm
like, if you're a Boston fan, you know.
That's what he was saying. But I'm like, look, last game, Dallas did the same thing. Dallas went up big, and Boston turned it around. I said, they'll be fine. It was probably, I think it was the third quarter. I think Dallas officially went up by like 30. And I was like, yo, I don't want to watch any more of this game. we got to go. And that was around the time they were taking the starters out. So I think we had a very similar experience, right? Going into a place, having bad service, bad experience. It just didn't bode well for what that game was going to do for Boston fans, at least.
I'm gonna tell you how Anglo my bar was that I was at, bro.
Yeah.
The server walks up, hands in his pocket, twiddling a pen. Like, what's up, guys? My name's Axel. You taking care of me tonight? What?
Well, at least you had your server walk up. Our server didn't even walk up to us. We had a whole. I'm not getting into that.
Because we also need to talk about how you got in a fight this weekend at the comic book convention.
I knew you were going to bring this up, and I was thinking about this. I don't know if I can talk about this in public to protect the guilty and the innocent.
The guilty being you.
But we had a little bit of drama, a little bit of drama this weekend. I'm not going to go into it because it was, it was what it was.
Because Ro was bullying comic book guys.
Things were handled. Things were taken care of. Peace was made. All is well that ends well.
What type of mob are we a part of now?
No mobs over here. It's just friendship and art. That's all we doing.
Yeah, right.
But anyway, let's get back to the topic at hand. Let's talk about these Celtics. Let's talk about these Mavs. What do you expect tonight?
On June 17th, 2008, the Boston Celtics beat the LA Lakers 131-92. I predict today, on June 17th, 2024.
Oh, we're doing a score. Okay.
The Boston Celtics will beat the Dallas Mavericks 118-97.
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, and this is it's weird to talk about this right now because I feel as though there really isn't that much to say anymore. I think we see Dallas just doesn't have enough, right? Dallas just doesn't have enough. They don't have enough weapons. They don't have enough scoring. They don't have enough defenders. And the Celtics are it's not just that they're a better team, but I think they're just tied together better as not just talent-wise, but just being a cohesive unit. You know what I mean? And I think, listen, Javon says Tatum and Brown will need to combine for 50 to 70 points.
Why? Why do they have to combine for 50 to 70 points?
Whoa, somebody's still on the Kyrie bandwagon, if you will.
Who is Phil how you want, bro?
I don't know. He said, Javon says, man, I knew the Mavs were winning when I saw Derek Lively hit a three.
Yeah, bro. But I'm trying to figure out why you feel like we got to get 50 to 70 between those two to beat him.
I think Kyrie's going to – I think Luka and Kyrie are going to struggle tonight. And the reason why I think that is because I think that was like their last gasp. I really don't think they have much more energy and faith to really go hard tonight. And I'm not saying they're going to give up, but I don't think they have enough.
Yeah, bro, I agree with you. I think how sometimes it's like just don't get swept.
Right.
That's how it felt to me. Was I just don't. First off, you have the colored cups still. You got the colored cups still from like the back in the day when we was and drinking the Kool-Aid out the joint.
I guess. Oh.
Is that Kool-Aid?
Nah, it's cran mango juice. It might as well be Kool-Aid.
Cran mango juice. So Kool-Aid. So rich people Kool-Aid. Okay.
Yeah, ocean spray.
So look, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown combined for 38 in game one. And Luka and Kyrie combined for 42 in game one. And we beat them by 18. I don't think we need 50 to 70 from those. I think we need to play Boston basketball. I think we need to be balanced from top to bottom, and we need to play Boston basketball. I think we need to rebound. We need to execute. We need to get back in transition. We need to take care of our spacing. and we'll be fine.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I'm glad Javon is here because Javon, he made a statement this weekend and it reminded me of something. Remember, we had that conversation and I was telling you, like, I just don't understand what it is about Tatum that I just don't feel like he's impacting the game. But when you look at the numbers, he's doing what he's doing. And Javon made the point that he said that Jaylen Brown is like the engine, where like Jaylen Brown gets the team started. So when Jaylen Brown comes out, if he's aggressive and he's, hitting shots and he's moving forward, like the team is following that. But if he's not aggressive and he's not hitting shots, he's not playing well, he's not pushing the pace, the team follows that. And so he was saying JB gets the team started and Tatum like finishes it. And I thought that was a very interesting point. As a Boston fan, Jeremiah, what do you think about that? What's your analysis?
I don't think that's unfair. I think that Jaylen is more of a second half player, though, than he is a first half player. I think what I would say might be a little more accurate there is we've been expecting Jason to score the ball, and we're judging his play and his impact on how many points he's scoring.
Yeah.
Right. And so I did some, I'm a nerd with my guys. The other game when he had 18 and 12, he was 10 points below his season average in buckets, but he was 6 assists higher than his season average. So he really impacted the game on a scoring and offensive perspective 4 points higher than he would have on an average game for him normally. So he's finding other ways to take what the offense is giving him or what the game or what the defense is giving, what the game is giving him, and being an impactful player. But he's not a demonstrative player. He isn't scoring the ball well at all. And so being that we expect the best player on your team to get 30 to 40 points, which he's capable of, I think that's why it looks like he's not, impacting the game.
And I think too, that's why it's not just a mind trick or a mind game to ask the question, well, who's the best player on the team, right? I do think there's a side of it saying this is a mind game. It really doesn't matter. It's a team game. This, that, and the third, whatever, right? But there also is something to be said for, okay, but who is the best player? Like, who is the head of this snake? You know what I'm saying? Phil, how you want asked, so if the Celtics win, who is the MVP, Drew or Jaylen?
I think it's all about, he says Drew or Jaylen, that's hilarious. There's 3 guys on the Celtics that can be MVP right now. There's Drew, Jaylen, and Jason. And I think it's all about who impacts the game more tonight. If Tatum gets 40 tonight, he's the MVP, whether we want him to or not. If Jaylen gets 30 and 8 tonight, he's the MVP. If Drew gets 12 assists or 6 assists and 2 blocks, 0 turnovers, and he scores the game-winning 3, even if he's only got 9 points, but the one that, the 3 of them that mattered the most were at the free throw line in the clutch like we saw against Indiana, he's the MVP. And I will say this, as a Celtics fan, and Javon, I hope that you would echo this as well, we care way more about that next banner than we do who gets the finals MVP.
Well, y'all do, sure. Of course, y'all do.
I thought we only cared about what Boston felt like right now.
Well, I'm just saying. I'm saying the fans feel that way. I don't think. Yeah. I think Tatum wants it. I think Brown wants it.
Yeah, I mean, sure. I think everybody wants it, right? Like we've seen stories now about KD really wanting Steph to get that Finals MVP, and then Steph had a bad game, and Steph went to the locker room crying because they all knew at that point when he had that bad game that meant it was over. Yeah, fam, they could give it to Scal. I don't care who they give it to.
I think JB gets it though. I think JB gets it, and I think that last, let me see, game, I think it was game 3 when Boston was up 20. They cut the lead, and JB hit some big shots to seal that game.
Yeah.
And I think when the game gets close, to me, I feel like that's who JB is for the Celtics at this point.
He's a more clutch player.
Yeah.
Tatum.
I think he's that guy in those moments. And so I think, that was a big game. I think that'll be a big thing that factors into it. And I also think if for some reason this game is close tonight, which I don't think it will be, I think Boston blows them out. But if for some reason it is close, I think JB gets those shots, and I think he gets it. I think he gets it. So
yeah,
I am related to Jeremy Lamb. That is my younger brother.
I don't think y'all look just alike though.
Somebody messaged me like 2 days ago and was like, "Yo, you and Jeremy Lamb are like twins. Like you look just like him." Like,
I've never seen that. But I'm also a guy who doesn't look at the facial features of men. So,
oh no, don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm kidding. There's a stat that I was looking up here. Bear with me that I want to show because it makes sense to your point if you think they're gonna beat them really easily.
Appreciate you, big dog.
We're getting there. I apologize, Begwood.
You said you're looking up what?
A stat from the blowout.
Well, while you're doing that, Javon says JB cares way more about Finals MVP than Tatum. Tatum wants the title for legitimacy. JB wants the Finals MVP for validation from his peers, fans, and media. And you know what? I agree with this because again, at this point, and I'm not, of course, I think Tatum is going to get that $300 million contract as well. But at this point, Brown is that guy. You know what I'm saying? And so I can definitely see that being, something that he definitely cares about.
Yeah. So I got to stay. I agree, actually, Javon. I think that in a perfect world, I would love to see Jalen get the Finals MVP to prove to everybody that he was worth what everybody said he was worth. Remember, you're talking about a guy who wasn't supposed to get drafted as high as he did because the GMs and the NBA were afraid that he was too smart. I think that they said that his intellectual interests were, a possible prohibitor from his success on the court. They said that, when he got drafted third, he was booed. They said he was overpaid when he got his first extension. They said he's overpaid with this new extension. So I think him getting that is going to be really great. I think Tatum getting the chip is going to be like, y'all said I couldn't win, right? Like one thing about Tatum, we have to remember, there are guys in the media who say Jason Tatum could not win a championship. Not he can't be the star. Not he's not a superstar. Not these guys are better than him, but he could be. It's Tatum will never win a championship. Nick Wright said he'll never win a championship. Nick Wright said his last tweet he made said, by the time Boston figures out how to play real playoff basketball, they'll already be down 3-1. That's what he said about this series.
Oh, this series?
Yes.
I missed that. Wow, Nick.
Yeah.
And Nick usually has some good takes.
Nick's trash.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Carry on.
He's trash because of the Celtics. That's why he's trash.
Carry on.
Because he hates the Celtics. So Keith Smith tweeted on Friday night. He said, before tonight, Boston lost 2 games by 20-plus points this season. They came back to win the next 2 games by 32 points and 13 points. Outside of the above, the Celtics had 5 other double-digit losses this season when they went 4-1 after those games, with those 4 wins being 10, 10, 6, and 20 points. They bounced back fairly well.
Yeah.
Especially when I believe, if you're in agreement with me, I believe we gave this game away because we wanted to win in Boston.
I don't believe that. I mean, so here's what I think. I think, and this is probably what you mean, just the human nature of showing up. Like, I don't think they purposely lost the game. That's what I'm saying. I think they showed up, they wanted to win, but I just think the human nature of like, we know we got, one more at home at least.
Right.
We know there's going to be a tough game. We're going to give it our best. This, that, and the third, whatever.
Don't hurt yourself for this one.
Don't hurt yourself. Right. I just don't think they were super locked in. And I think tonight, they're going to be locked in. They're going to be locked in. The crowd is going to be crazy. It's going to be different tonight. And I think what we saw in the first 2 games from Lively, Washington, even Kyrie, like, I don't think you're going to see that same vigor that you saw. Like you said, we just can't get swept. I don't think you're gonna see that same thing this game.
Yeah.
And then
Kyrie,
the last point I'll make is I don't think they can recreate that shooting performance that they had from all those guys in Game 4. I don't think they can recreate that, the Mavs. So,
yeah. Javon, I don't disagree with you. He said I think once they couldn't get the scoring down to single digits, they shut it down. I think it was way sooner than that. I think they just played through the third because they had to. I think they knew at halftime that this was okay. We're not winning this. It's like we don't got it tonight, and they clearly are playing for more than we are tonight. So that's okay. You said the scoring percentage. I wanted to just go back and look at their numbers to see where they got the extra. Derek Lively, 11 and 12. He shot 1 3-pointer, right? But he was 50% he was 80% from the field. Tim Hardaway is on a short list of players to score 15 points in a quarter in the finals. He was he shot 71% from 3. PJ Washington was 67% from 3. Derek Jones was 50% from 3.
Yeah.
Like, the things that I look at still, Kyrie 1 for 6 from 3. Luka Doncic 0 for 8 from 3. Guys, I hear everything we're saying. It was not Luka and Kyrie that won this game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not worried about Kyrie and Luka still yet. I think you're going to have to get unheard of performances from people whose names we miss and don't get right sometimes in order to see them beat Boston in the Garden.
And that's why coming into this series, my main reason for saying that the Mavs could win is because I thought that Luka and Kyrie could play well enough to raise the rest of the guys. And one, either they just haven't played well enough together at the same time, or like you said, this last game, neither one of them played well enough. They won, but you can't depend on the rest of these guys to shoot 70%, 80%, 67% from the field every game.
Mm-hmm.
You definitely can't depend on that tonight, I don't think.
Right, because
I'm depending on that. You might as well just not even be in Boston right now. You might as well just stay in Dallas and get ready to fly to Thailand, wherever you're going for vacation.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you who else got hot in that fourth quarter. Clamp Hauser.
Listen, I think Hauser and Pritchard are gonna go stupid tonight.
Sam Hauser went 5 for 7, 4 for 6 from 3. Peyton Pritchard went 5 for 14, only 1 for 6 from 3.
They're going to be locked in tonight, bro. They're going to be locked in. And you know what? This is the other thing I told Javon when we was in Charlotte. I told him, I said, you know what? I will be most happy for Al Horford when y'all win this ring. That's the person I'm going to be most happy for.
Man, I would love to see Al Horford go off for 31 and 12 and get the Finals MVP.
And I think he goes off tonight.
We're playing for so much more than they are.
And Javon's like, I watch every Celtics game, so I trust this team. I trust this
team.
Yeah,
Javon, I'm with you, man. I've seen this season alone, going into the playoffs, I'd seen 70 Celtics games. So, I'm with it. And then I haven't missed a playoff game. I will say this, though. If I'm being fair to myself, I have to apologize to Celtics Nation. I feel like I'm the reason why we lost the game on Friday because I typically watch Celtics playoff games in a Celtics jersey in my spot on the left side of the couch in front of the TV. And I was at a bar.
Oh, so this is your fault.
So I apologize.
Appreciate that. Feel how you want, bro. Appreciate that for sure.
Yeah. Like, subscribe, share.
Yeah, for sure.
It sounds like you're leaving. Feel how you want, bro. So that's cool. We understand you got stuff to do. Come on back, though.
Come on back.
You know what I mean?
Yo. Wait a minute.
If I knew who you were, you would get the smoke.
That's crazy work, bro.
Yeah.
Wow.
Never
And
seen a fan
it was crazy because there was like a compliment, like, this show is so great. Keep it up. Like, I love what you guys are doing.
Put a shirt on
Man,
next time.
you look crazy, my guy. And then follows up with, I got you guys.
Right. Hey, you're the type of guy we need.
I love it. That was great.
You're the type of friend we need.
Yeah, that was great. That was great. My Matazik Music says at a
Matt
bar.
Tat, that's Matt Tat. So that's let me tell you who this is. This is Mobile, Alabama's.
You don't even look like you go to a bar.
This is Mobile's finest. Mr. Yemp himself, Y-E-M-P.
Okay.
Lil Baby's engineer, personal engineer.
Oh, okay. Talk heavy.
Multi-platinum producer and engineer.
Oh, okay.
Award winning.
Big time.
Matt-tastic music.
Boom. Okay. I'm sorry I messed up that name. My bad.
He interned for me at a studio in 2014 and 15. I fired him.
Oh, yo.
I fired him because he got high and fell asleep on a session with the client locked outside trying to get him.
No. Okay, let's get back to sports. Why are we doing
Listen.
Why are we doing
There's a good story here. Fast forward a year. He's working at Loud House Studios and Lil Baby walks in before he's popping. And Matt becomes the guy that's responsible for Lil Baby's sound and everything. And he's taken off and he's traveling around the world in the private jets, driving all of everything, living a wonderful life. That's my little brother. I'm so happy for him. And I appreciate you checking out the show, bro.
That's dope. That, I didn't know where this story was going.
No, yeah,
so it just seemed like, we needed to, but that ended, all is well that ends well. That ended great.
Yeah.
That was great.
I'm very proud of him.
Yeah, for sure. What were we talking about before we got into these?
We were talking, these guys were saying something about my shirt being too, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So part of the reason why I wore the shirt the way that I did today is because there's some real estate here on this arm. And when we win the championship, the banner is going on this arm.
That's wild to me. Yeah. Well, man. So why is this the banner? Why didn't you get one the last time they won? I guess you were
years old, bro, and broke.
Yeah. Okay. You wanted to do it though, but you couldn't do it.
Oh yeah.
Now.
Yeah. And I've been riding, bro. I've been riding with this team.
Yeah.
This particular team, this is my era of Boston basketball.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Like when you're a kid, you grow up watching, right? But like you don't got no money, so you
not really invested like that.
Yeah. But like I buy league pass for this.
Yeah, that should have been the bet, Javon. That should have been the bet right there. We got a friend, Javon. Obviously, Javon is here, but we have another friend named Morgan, and Javon and Morgan be going at it. And so their last argument was about who would win, the Mavs or the Celtics. And it's created this whole debacle. And so that should have been the bet. I think the bet was something different, but that should have been the bet, but it wasn't.
So my bets, I get a tattoo. I have a friend named
was this a bet? Was this a part of a bet?
Yeah.
Is somebody having to get a banner tattoo?
No, it's me getting a banner tattoo.
But does somebody else have to get a banner tattoo that's not a Celtics?
Basically, he was just like, if you win, I'll give you the banner tattoo.
Oh, he's the tattoo. Okay, yeah. I got you.
Yeah.
So this is a free tattoo.
Know what I mean?
Oh, now there we go. Okay. That's
right. And so then my boy Dan Farrow is a sneaker customizer and rapper. out of DC. He's from here, but he's based out of DC. I'm in Atlanta. And Ro, you're in Atlanta too. I don't know why I said it like that. We're in Atlanta.
Yeah.
But he's in DC. And he's a sneaker customizer. And he got to talking trash on Facebook. And I was like, well, what's the wager, my boy? And he was like, if the Mavs win, I want free studio time. And if the Celtics win, I'll design you a custom pair of Celtic sneakers.
Yeah.
Now, when I say he does customs, he doesn't do just like the little customs that you wear. Right. Like he does artwork style customs. So like I'm gonna get these, and these is gonna get on the in a case type vibes.
Right.
So I'm gonna get those, and then my homie who's a Dallas fan, they gonna owe me $100.
Just like Christmas for you, bro.
Yeah, bro. So next time, bro, we get together, lunch on them.
Lunch on the Mavs fans. Yeah. Okay. Is there any other basketball news, finals topics we need to...
So Caitlin Clark beat the dog out of Angel Reese and them the other day in the WNBA. Yeah, I didn't want to say it, bro, but like
beat the dog.
The stat lines is stat lines. I'm gonna bring that up real quick.
And as you're bringing that up, what I think is interesting about that game is, I saw the foul, Angel Reese. I wasn't able to watch the game because, again, I was at the con, but I saw the foul where Angel Reese hit her in the head. And it's just a reminder, man, these things become conversation. I mean, that's like a normal, again, I think it is a flagrant foul, but it's a normal basketball play. Like, guys go up and miss the ball and hit people in the head all the time. Like, I don't think she was being malicious. I don't think it was a thing. But you still see people making these comments, oh, they trying to this, that, and the third. Like, and even Caitlin said it. Like, look, she was going for the ball. It's a basketball play. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just crazy how this conversation, I feel like it's getting a lot better because we're starting to see our Black women, Monica McNutt, Shanae, Elle Duncan, like they're really taking that stance and saying, hey, listen, this is what we need to be talking about. Y'all need to do this, that, and the third. And I think that's been good. And I think that's redirecting the conversation in a positive way, at least in the media spaces.
Absolutely, I agree. So Caitlin Clark, 23 points, 8 rebounds, 9 assists, no steals, 2 blocks, 7 for 11 from the field, 63%, 42% from 3. She did have 5 turnovers.
There's no Angel Reese slander. I wasn't saying
no Angel Reese slander. No Angel Reese slander. Angel Reese still had a double-double, my boy. She still went off. She still did what she does. She was 11 and 13 with 5 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. She was 4 for 13, so that's a little low for her, only 30% from the field. Of course, she don't take them 3-pointers, and she only had 1 turnover, but she was a -7 on the day. And they lost 91-83. If you don't watch WNBA, I need you to understand an 8-point loss in the WNBA is getting dog walked. Because if you're down by 8 with 3 minutes, and I learned this from my wife. She's like, if you're down by 8 with 3 minutes to go, you're not coming back.
Yeah. Wow.
And I'm over here like, bro, we erased 20-point deficits in 2 minutes. In the
why
NBA.
is that though? Why is that?
The pace of the game.
Oh, it's slower.
Mm-hmm.
But what's the shot? Is the shot clock still 24?
30.
Oh, it's a 30. Oh,
and
wow.
10-minute quarters.
Wow. I didn't realize it was a 30 shot clock. 30
That's
seconds.
why they have scores of the 80s.
Okay.
Their scores look like 1980s basketball.
Right. Or college basketball. Yeah.
Or college basketball.
Right.
Some of them college basketball scores be horrible. You won 47-23? Like what?
Yeah. Real talk. When my brother won the national championship with UConn, the score was like that joint was crazy, bro. It was so low, bro. I remember people telling me like,
you said what now? What happened? You said what happened?
My brother won a national championship with UConn.
Wow, he did what?
That's crazy, right?
That's crazy. Talk heavy. Ain't that what you said?
That's what I said. Yeah, that's crazy. But I remember that score. Like people were like, "Yo, that was a terrible game," and I'm like, "Hey, he got a ring though. I don't want to hear it."
What?
Terrible game or not, he got that ring. I watched One Shining Moment live. Like you can't tell me nothing.
He went in the lottery because of it.
Talk heavy. Come on.
Listen.
Let's go. But yeah, I didn't realize it was a 30-second shot clock. But you're right. I mean, with a 30-second shot clock, you go down by 8. In the NBA, if you go down by 8 with a 30-second shot clock with 3 minutes left, you're probably not coming back from that either. So, wow.
Yeah, that's the thing. Maybe the WNBA needs to look at that. I'm gonna call Monica and be like, "Hey, Monica, like let's put some stuff together. Let's figure that one out."
But you know what? I think they're definitely going to start doing that because, and not because of Caitlin, but players like Juju, and we could go down the list of these Page, right? Like these athletic scorer type players, they're going to want to speed the game up. You know what I'm saying? And I think, they're going to want to create that entertainment factor somehow, right? So, did you see they still losing money? Did you see that?
Yes.
That's wild.
But that's a business, bro. It takes that time.
It is a business, yeah. I mean, I was just shocked. Like, you're doing chartered flights already.
Mm-hmm.
Money not in the bank yet.
Right. You saw, and we're switching subjects a little bit here. You saw Charles Barkley's retiring.
That makes me a little sad, man. I mean, it's the end of an era. It's the end of an era.
Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting to see what new basketball looks like.
Yeah,
I really hope it's not a whole lot of JJ Redick and Draymond Green.
Well, hopefully JJ Redick is the coach of the Lakers.
How hilarious would that be? We couldn't get the best coach in college basketball. So let's hire the TV guy that used to shoot threes.
That has a podcast with LeBron.
Right. Oh, by the way, LeBron's not going to be here in the fall either. So,
right.
I don't understand that one. It's gonna be a good hoop heads off season.
Well, here's the thing. We got the Olympics this year.
We're going to cover the Olympics, right?
We have to. Men and women. We have to.
Bro, not just basketball.
Oh, I was thinking just basketball.
I got to talk about swimming.
Oh, we can talk about Ledecky.
I mean, we got to talk about swimming. We got to talk about running.
Oh yeah, we got to talk about running. I don't know why that's happening. I think I thought about Sha'Carri, and that made me happy.
Wow.
So we got to talk about running for sure.
Maybe we don't talk about running. No, we got to talk about all that.
Yeah, no, I mean,
we don't got to talk about jiu-jitsu and pole vaulting and break dancing and there's some weird ones. The guys that do the shooting, we don't got to talk about that. There's some things we don't got to talk about.
So Keemon says, didn't Chuck do this before and didn't go through with it? I think that's an interesting. I'm not sure if that's true, but I think this feels even more legit because
the show's going away.
TNT is going right. The TNT.
No, say what you was about to say. TNT is going away.
Right. At least the sports side.
No,
NBA on TNT is going away. So,
when's the last time you watched TNT for anything other than a nap on a Sunday or a basketball game?
You're right. Hey, you're right. So I can't even. I'm not gonna front. I'm not gonna front. It's been a long time.
Yeah. But what do they have on TV? What does TNT have?
Well, so I think the reason why I say that is because in my mind, it's not just TNT that's going away. It's like TNT might be going away, but you still will have NBA TV. You'll still have all of that, like all those connected. They all in the same studio. So that could go away, but they still could potentially do NBA TV. But this feels even more. They do have AEW. People do watch that.
You're right, Matt.
But I just think this feels more significant because it's not just Chuck retiring, but we're not going to have Shaq, we're not going to have Kenny, we're not going to have Ernie. We may see them on some other things, but Chuck retiring makes this feel even more real. You know what I mean? At least for myself, that's how I feel.
Oh yeah, man. We learned how to watch basketball with Ernie, Chuck, Kenny, and Shaq.
Right.
If we're being honest. And if not with Shaq, because he was the addition, we learned how, our generation learned how to watch basketball with Ernie, Chuck, and Kenny. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And they're gone. And they got one more year, but that's going to be interesting.
Yeah. So that is gonna be interesting. But look, Chuck, well, he did it for 24 years, 25 years, something like that. So
is what it is.
we'll see.
Shout out to him.
Yeah.
Back on track tonight.
Yeah.
8:30.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah.
I said something the other day, and I want to repeat this for the pod because you were watching college basketball heavy around this time, Ro. Said I want to remind y'all that Joe Mazzulla was the captain of the 2010 WVU Final Four that beat John Wall, Boogie Cousins, and Eric Bledsoe from Kentucky. They were the tournament favorites at that time, and they played them in the Elite Eight. Joe Mazzulla had 17.
What year was that? What year was that?
That was 2010.
Okay, that's the year before we won the championship. Go ahead. Yep. I'm sorry.
Joe Mazzulla had 17 that game. Behind Deshaun Butler, if you remember him.
Oh, yeah.
Deshaun Butler's 18. The first half, West Virginia made 8 3-point shots and 4 free throws. No 2-point field goals. They were up 28-24 in that half. Joe Mazzulla guarded Boogie Cousins in the back end of the 1-3-1. The cool part is Joe is the guy who convinced Huggs, the coach of the Mountaineers, to implement the 1-3-1 that year. And that year, West Virginia rode their zone defense, the 1-3-1, all the way to the Final Four. Because of Joe Mazzulla's idea to run it. They ended up winning that game 80-something to 70-something and making it to the Final Four. Led by Joe Mazzulla. If y'all think Boston don't have any dogs, we're led by the biggest dog in the yard, Coach Joe. Hashtag Celtics in 5.
Give Mazzulla the Finals MVP. How about that?
Kill me. They asked this man. They asked these guys.
I think it's going to be hard to – I'm sorry, Jeremiah. I think it's going to be hard to show up because I don't think Ernie will leave TNT. Mm-hmm. So I just – you start doing, a show with Shaq and Kenny, and let's just say, for example, that Chuck's not there. It's Shaq and Kenny and then some random other person that's not Ernie. I don't think it's going to feel the same. So I don't know. I think that'll be tough. I think that'll be tough.
Keep on crazy.
Right. We might. Maybe we should. No, we should do it tomorrow.
Yeah, we should do it tomorrow. I'll be y'all. So we have kids.
You might not be in a state or a space to go live tonight.
Yeah. And then there's also we got to remember we have kids, man.
That might be crazy. But you know what? Going late though is best for the kids because the kids are asleep.
Yeah, but going late is horrible for me because I be sleeping.
Yeah.
I be sleeping. Sam Hauser was asked how, what Joe does to keep them inspired and things like that. He shows them footage of animals attacking and killing their prey. He shows them clips of UFC fights where guys get knocked out.
Choked out.
They will win.
And choked out.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like, Joe Mazzulla's a serial killer guy.
Oh, he's a savage. He's certainly, he's something different. Yeah.
They asked him what winning the finals would mean. He said it would mean everything to me to win game 4. They asked him how it feels to be on the cusp of being in rare air with coaches that have won championships in Boston, especially at his age and being, so young and a black man to do it. And he said, it's never going to happen if we don't rebound, execute on defense, watch our spacing, and get back on transitions.
All true.
But not the question that was asked, Joe.
He said, look, first things first, priorities.
Right. What they need to do is give him a jersey and let him go 5 for 11 like he did in the Elite 8 game.
Right. But
So
yeah, man, I think I think today, I think it's gonna be a great game to watch if you're a Celtics fan, but I think they're gonna run them out the building, man.
yeah, I don't see it being a close game. I see it being a lot of fun. I don't see it being close.
Hey, you right. Speaking of which, last pod y'all talked about switching up. Talked about you switching up. Ro also said that Dallas has the better coach. I thought the same thought. Joe made a believer out of me. You know, that's true. I mean, again, coming into this series, one of the things that I said was Boston has to answer some questions, right? And for me, one of those questions was, who's the better coach? And on paper, I thought it was Jason Kidd. But looking at how this series is playing out and the way that the players, again, it's not just the playing or the talent, right? Like when I hear a guy in an interview, Drew Holiday is being interviewed right after the game, and he says, "We're gonna do whatever it takes for as long as it takes." And then the post-game press conference, Jason Tatum says, "Hey, we're gonna do whatever it takes for as long as it takes." What that says to me is that there's a cohesive culture, right? Where we all are walking into this building. I'm getting chills thinking about this. We're walking into this building and we're all here to do one thing. Whatever it takes for as long as it takes. And when you have that, to me, I think that's coaching. I'm not saying that players aren't involved with the culture and leading and all that, but I think coaching allows for that space where guys can get on the same page. And that kind of statement to me feels like a Joe Mazzulla statement, a savage statement. Like, look, this is what we're here to do.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
Who
He's
was
done his job. And I'm sorry, the last thing I'll say, he also has been doubted, just like we talked about Jaylen Brown, right? You know, is he worth this? Can he do this? This, that, and the third. The way Mazzulla got the job from Ime Udoka, everybody had that question.
Ime would have won a chip last year with them boys.
Right. Can Mazzulla do it? They're answering those questions. You know what I'm saying? So you're right, Kima. I gotta say I was wrong. I was wrong.
Who was Joe Mazzulla's mentor through college?
Who?
Jerry West.
Ah, man, rest in peace.
That's a big one, though, right? That's a huge thing because Jerry West was a dog.
No. Jerry West was a wolf. He ate dogs.
Jerry West was a wolf.
Did you see that clip? Anyway, continue. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Wolves and dogs are the same thing. Jerry West was a dog.
All right. Okay.
If a dog is running at you with foam at the mouth and a wolf is running at you with foam at the mouth, is your feeling going to be different?
Bro, do you know how big a wolf is, bro?
Yeah. I'm from West Virginia.
They not bigger than dogs?
There are some dogs that are as big as wolves. But in general, yes, their wolves are bigger than your pet dog. Yes, but if you had a wolf running at you, how are you going to feel?
Dead.
What is your thought in your brain when you see a wolf coming down the street at you?
I'm dead.
What is your thought if you see a vicious dog foaming at the mouth running at you?
If I could get on top of a car, I'm straight.
Are you serious? Well, Ro, I have a gun.
Oh, okay.
I'm shooting them both.
Oh, that's the feel. Oh, okay, cool.
Because I don't want to die.
You Boston Celtics fans are violent, bro. Y'all just savage.
Well, our coach might be a real killer.
Might be. Majority of non-Celtics fans thought Nia Long's baby daddy was the man and that Joe was just the sub. Joe has the ability to be one of them ones.
I think I understand what he's saying. I thought he was going to be weird with it for a second when he said the man and the sub, but I think I understand what he's saying. What he's saying is the majority
the substitute. Okay.
Thought that Ime was that guy.
Yeah.
And that Joe was just subbing in for him.
Right.
But Joe is one of those ones. He doesn't have the ability to. The thing is, halfway through the season, they were saying if Joe doesn't get it done, they got to fire him.
Right.
And to be fair, he's only had one full season with his coaching staff. And if we're being honest, he's about to lose his coaching staff in the offseason.
Listen, I'm not about to argue with you about this because y'all about to win. So I'm gonna let you have this moment.
What were you gonna say?
No, I'm gonna let you have this moment. Maybe in the offseason we can have this argument. I'm gonna let you have this moment.
So you think Joe should get fired if they don't win?
Don't say nobody ever did nothing for you.
You think Joe should get fired if they don't win? One thing, you can tell after the first couple of episodes of a podcast what type of culture you're creating.
All right. So
I'm telling you right now, Ro, this is gonna be a great little community.
Hey, it's great. I'm loving it already. Okay. So again, I'm not about to argue. We're gonna talk about this in the offseason though, because this is something you wanted to talk about: coaches, firings, coaches losing jobs. We're gonna have this discussion. We're gonna have this conversation.
Ro hates coaches, apparently.
We're gonna have it. Oh, for sure.
Ro hates coaches. Okay, that's gonna be fun. So yeah, man, I think we're kind of at a point now where we expect the Celtics to win. I think both of us, if we gave our predictions right now, we would say we believe it's going to be the Celtics tonight. Am I wrong?
I think the Celtics by 30 tonight.
Okay, I said 118-97.
That's 21, 20?
Yeah, 21. Yeah, I think it's going to be a 20-point win at least. I'd love to see a 30, 40-point win. Yeah, he's 35, and he's a genius.
It reminds me of Spoelstra. That's what it reminds me of. Like, winning young with LeBron, and then,
Yeah. So, yeah. But the difference is Joe can hoop.
But that don't got nothing to do with coaching. I mean, Spo's not a great coach.
Spo's a hooper.
I'm saying though, but he's a great coach, and he wasn't a hooper.
If Spo passed you the ball and said first to 11, okay, what are we putting on it? What would you say to Spo?
You don't want to do that.
If Joe kicks you a rock and says,
"Oh, I'm sorry, I said it wrong. I have a gun.
That's hilarious. If Joe kicks you the rock and says first to 11, what we putting on it? What would you say to him?
Whatever you want. I'm not a gambling man, so
yeah.
I'm just saying, hey.
I've tried to get you to make some bets before.
Yeah, I don't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think Tatum has his game tonight. I agree, Kimon. But see, this is what I was saying too, though. I think
if Tatum has his game, let me ask this before you go there.
Yeah, do your thing.
If Tatum has his game, what does that game have to look like for him to win Finals MVP?
35. Are you asking me or you asking Kimon?
Both.
Okay. I think he got to get 35 and 10. But if he gets 35 and 10 and this game is somehow close and JB hits some big shots down the stretch and JB has 25 and 10 and 8, it's going to JB. That's what I think.
Even if JB has 6 turnovers.
Even if JB has 6 turnovers, I think if he hits some like a game-winning shot or, you know what I'm saying, he hits like 2 buckets to like seal it, I think it goes to JB.
I like that, bro. I like that. Where we at, Kimon? What you think?
It's going to be interesting to see.
Does Tatum get it tonight? Does he get the Finals MVP?
Yeah. So while Kimon is answering that, but no, I do agree. I mean, I think going back to Mazzulla, I think Mazzulla is setting himself up to be, in that conversation. Might. Hold up. Might.
You know what? We're a united front. I'm riding with my co-host, Row M5.
Yeah, talk heavy.
Row heavy.
Talk heavy. Okay. If there's nothing else, I think we can wrap this show up.
Yeah,
What
man.
you feeling? How
I'm ready.
you if he put up, oh, here go Kimon. If he put up 40, oh, you don't think that gets the job done? Wow. He got to do 50? No, he don't got to do 50. He's almost averaging a triple-double right now.
Let me tell you right now. Yeah, he is. If Jason Tatum puts up 50 in a finals game to ice it and win the championship, not only does he win finals MVP, they take Jokic's MVP back from him and give it to Tatum. And then they move Tatum above Luka in the top 5 right now conversation.
If he gets 50, they might give him the ring for this year and next year.
If he gets 50, they're naming the trophy after him.
Sheesh.
They're calling it the Deuce.
Nah, he not getting 50. But what's okay, but this is the thing, Kimon. One great game ain't gonna get it. He's been playing great. He hasn't been shooting great, but he's been playing great all series, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Just watching the entirety, he hasn't been shooting great, but the entirety of his game, he's been playing great defense. He's been rebounding. I think he's averaging close to a triple-double. I don't have the numbers in front of me, but he's having a great series. They're playing great. So
yeah.
I don't
For the record, Prize Picks has his line at 27 tonight.
If he gets a triple, if he does 27, 10 and 10, I think he could still get it. Like, I don't think, and that's the thing about the Celtics team. Like, I don't think they need or they have to score like big points. I just think it's gonna come down to those moments. You know, like, for example, I don't remember which game it was, but it might have been game 1. PJ Washington is going up. Here go Jeremiah playing around with the tech again.
I'm sitting here.
So PJ Washington going to the rim, Derek White and JB, it looked like they both blocked the shot on the fast break. Moments like that, I think, are what's going to make these conversations about, well, who's going to get this finals MVP. If they're getting these chase down blocks, you know, they're getting these, you know, transition buckets, the dunks. I remember Tatum had a play where he goes up, clearly gets fouled, dunks on dude, dunks on Washington, right? I think plays like that with this team is what's going to make the people that's going to get this finals MVP. And I think that speaks to the difference in, you know, when before you got the Kobe's, you got the MJs, you got these dominant scorers, right? And so you get it's those guys that get this trophy. But look at the Warriors, right? Look at the Warriors versus the Cavs, right? You would think Steph is going to get this finals MVP, but Iguodala gets it, right? So I don't know. I think it's going to come down to other things than just scoring for this team. So we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, I agree, man. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. See, you know, this man didn't want to pay attention to me day one. You know what? Come on, I appreciate you because Kimon, you are one that keeps receipts, but you are also a man of integrity and honesty and admits when you were wrong. And I appreciate that. I appreciate that because I think I remember you saying that you didn't think we were going to win this championship. But I won't hold it against you.
Yeah.
I appreciate you.
It's all love. You know what I'm saying? I was wrong as well. You know, happy for Jeremiah and his cohorts.
Yeah. So we'll be back tomorrow, right? And do this same thing.
We're gonna do it tomorrow
and celebrate.
Yeah.
And, you know, and if it doesn't happen tonight, whatever it takes, for however long it takes.
Talk heavy. With that being said, thank you so much to everybody who's tuned in and engaged and gave us some feedback. If you enjoyed this, like, subscribe to the channel.
If you didn't enjoy it,
right,
do it anyway.
Like, subscribe, share with somebody. Again, we appreciate y'all so much. We will see you soon. Jeremiah, do you have anything to add? Anything you want to say?
No, man. I appreciate y'all. This has been a lot of fun. Looking forward to tomorrow.
Absolutely. As always, we love y'all.